So if you're suffering from tennis elbow, I'm going to show you guys a quick routine you can do right before going to bed to help heal that elbow as quickly as possible. So listen up. And first and foremost, you guys need to subscribe to Riley Rehab, making videos every single week, helping you become the expert of your own body. You're going to love it, I promise. And you're going to love this video too. So let's talk about tennis elbow. Basically, you hurt an area right here in your elbow. On the outside, and it comes on for usually no apparent reason. The big reason people say is that you get tons of micro tears from just using your hands over and over again, and then eventually it just gets to that point where it causes pain. One problem with that though is because it came on so slowly, it generally doesn't go away overnight. So don't expect this to be a quick fix solution, but still realize that if it's the difference from it recovering in 3 months versus 2 months, it's going to be awesome. So with that being said, let's get into the routine. The most important exercise you can do to build the tennis elbow in the long run is to basically hang your hand off the edge of a table or off the edge of your lap and then do reverse wrist curls. You're basically keeping your knuckle facing upwards and then you're raising it up and then slowly lowering it down. The slow part is very important. You want to take about at least 2 seconds on the way down. So count 1, 2, and then bring it up, and count 1, 2. And if you do 10 of those and you feel fine, like you could do more, do yourself a favor, grab yourself either a lightweight 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound dumbbell or a water bottle and fill it up with as much water as you can handle. And basically repeat the same process where you hold on to this instead and then you go all the way down, counting 2 seconds, and then bring it back up. All the way down 2 seconds and bring it back up. You want it to challenge it enough that you still feel a little bit of pain, but it shouldn't cause anything more than 4 out of 10 pain and shouldn't cause any sharp pain. Those things are key because you do want to train it a little bit to get it stronger. You kind of got to break it down, help it build up, but you also don't want to fry it and then feel like crap the next day and then get set back. So what I'd recommend is doing every night before you go to bed, 2 sets of 10 of these. You can always add on more with the weight, but you do have to listen to how your body feels the next day. If you are too sore on the next day, take the day off and then just repeat the day after. But this is something that if you commit to, you're going to realize a big change in the tennis elbow healing. Don't expect any overnight change with this though, but realize that if you just do this every single night, even if it means keeping your water bottle by your bedside table and then doing it there, it'll make a tremendous difference, I promise. Second exercise, once you're done those 2 sets of 10, what you're going to do is you're just going to hold on to these 2 knuckles, the knuckles of these 2 fingers, and you're going to hold on to them, keeping your arms straight, and pull back here. Once again, if this really irritates your pain, you don't want to grind it all the way down. You kind of want to go to the point where the pain, where you feel, ow, that hurts, and not an inch further, and then just hold that there. With this, you hold it for about 30 seconds, and you should feel in that 30 seconds that it relaxes. As soon as that relaxes, you can slowly let go. And you should feel like that calms down any kind of stiffness or anything that you got from doing the exercise, as well as perhaps a lot of the pain in the tennis elbow itself. One other thing I'll mention too is this is something you can easily do throughout the day to relieve pain. I find this is a good quick pain relief solution when you're going through this, especially if you're working it too hard, either typing or doing stuff at your job. Following that, the next thing you can do is what's called deep fiber friction massage, which basically means you find that bony part on the elbow that hurts. So let's say it's right here. And then you basically feel where it is. It should almost feel like the way my finger's going, where it kind of goes down this way, like that. You find that part where it's sore, and you basically put your fingers on top, and you move up and down like that. You're basically moving it like the way you'd move a guitar string. You're moving up and down like that. You do want to put a fair amount of pressure in here. And if it does cause pain at first, that's totally fine. Key thing you're looking for is that pain doesn't get worse as it's going through. It either goes away, which is ideal, or it stays about the same. And if it stays about the same, you're still not doing any harm, but keep in mind that this isn't going to have the same instant pain relief. There's two sides to this. One of them is that it can give quick pain relief, and the other side is if you do this enough, you are kind of shaking up all that tissue, helping it kind of break down and rebuild to get even stronger. So both of these will help in the long run. I recommend doing this after doing the weight exercise because it does make things a lot smoother for the recovery. With this, I would start with 30 seconds a day, maximum of 5 minutes a day on this because you don't want to overdo it. Sometimes people even get themselves more sore from doing this way too much. So I would just start off 30 seconds a day, see how you're feeling. Once again, take a day off if you're feeling really sore. And the last thing you're going to do is once you're done all that, realize that things might get a little bit sore here. You want to get the blood flow in there because right now the body's drawing attention to this tendon here. It's trying to make it heal. So what do? You grab a hot pack and you throw that on there and keep it on for about 10 minutes. This is something too, if when you're lying in bed, you can even just keep the hot pack on your arm there. Maybe even tie it around with a little band and then just hold it there for 10 minutes. And that's all there is to it. Basically, the hot pack will help get more circulation to the area, help speed up healing. And the good part about doing this before you go to bed is then you can rest after that. You don't have to use your hands to do any hammering or typing or playing of instruments or whatever it is for your job. You can just chill out, let the body run its course with healing. And then you wake up the next day, get used to your routine right after that. So that was a basic routine for tennis elbow rehab. If you do find this a little too simple, I do have a more advanced video on tennis elbow rehab if you're finding these basic things aren't helping you quite as much. But I do want to remind you guys that this is a long road. This is an injury I rarely see recover overnight. Just realize though that you're always going to be better off if you do this every single day than if you do nothing at all. Anyways, if you like this, please subscribe and I will see you next time.